So aging physiology is a fascinating phenomenon, and I get this question all the time, like how do we actually age? And the truth is that aging is such a multi-organ process that it's not just restricted to one organ. I deal a lot with skin, and I do get that question, well, can I anti-age my skin? The truth is you can't. You have to anti-age from the inside out. It's because it's multi-organ. We're talking about tissue breakdown. We're talking about years of exposure to stress, sunlight, and various different environmental factors that lead to tissue breakdown. We have a group of fascinating cells in our body, and they're called stem cells. And every single tissue and organ of our body has these group of cells. Now, their main function is to really just replenish the cells that are dying and replicate themselves, renew themselves, and kind of keep the balance in the body. Now, aging is actually a process in which these stem cells are affected, and these stem cells start to lose their function and start to die off. And that's basically where aging is coming from. So it's happening in every single organ of our body, from all the way down to our heart, our liver, our lungs, all the way up to our skin. Well, I think diet has a huge role to play in how we age and how our body functions. There are certain glycated molecules that accumulate in our body once we're taking too much excessive sugar, excessive carbohydrates. And these particular molecules have actually known, they're called age products, and they're actually known to glycate the normal protein and lipid in our body and cause aging in the cells. So it's a very biochemical process, and it starts from what you put into your body, affects every single cell of your body, and that's how the aging process kicks in. So I think nutrition has such a big role to play with aging and anti-aging. So aging in the skin happens in a very dynamic way. So the skin is basically the epidermis and the dermis. And in the epidermis we have 4 layers, and the dermis is where our collagen is. That's where our tautness in our skin comes from, the tightness. The epidermis has the stem cells right here in the bottom. And these stem cells are so perfectly engineered that they know exactly that every 4 weeks they're gonna mature, migrate up here, and these cells are gonna shed off. And that's the inherent process of healing of our skin. Now, as we're aging, this process slows down. So instead of shedding every 4 weeks, we're shedding every 6 weeks, 7 weeks, 8 weeks. And what do we have? We have a lot of collection of dead skin on top. So really, aging is an accumulation of not only breakdown of tissue, but dysfunction of tissue. And so we have the loss in collagen in the dermis, we have the loss of function of the stem cells, and we have a lot of dead skin that starts accumulating. And that's where we start seeing the fine lines, the pigmentation, and just the overall lack of luster in our skin as we're aging. The truth is that there's nothing out there that's going to stop the clock from ticking. So everything that's out there is really just to slow down the process. And what we have to understand that because aging is such a multi-organ process, it's not just going to be bandaging the surface or bandaging your skin. It's going to have to start from the inside out. So we start this process all the way down to your spirit, positive visualization, not being critical, completely loving yourself and knowing that you're doing this for yourself, for a healthy mind, healthy body, healthy skin, and then moving up, eating the right types of food, definitely exercising, and then coming up and doing treatments for your skin that are maintaining the machinery that's already built into your skin. So this process of exfoliation that the skin already knows how to do, with the tools that are available at your dermatologist, your med spa, you're just gonna use those tools to facilitate a process that is already inbuilt. So anti-aging is not impossible.